Hello family, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela, and here on this channel I create beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content, in particular for the woman over 40. Well, it's that time of year again. The holiday season is upon us. Yes, I know it is the very first week of November, but when I tell you we're going to get that Christmas tree out of storage really soon, by really soon I mean probably sometime this week and have it up sometime next week before Thanksgiving. And we don't know when the weather is coming in. We need to get ourselves ready. I do one of these videos every year. So today's video is all about getting ourselves ready for the holiday season and getting ourselves ready for the winter season. So if you'd like to hear my tips and my tricks, and I also have a special guest. Y'all have seen him on here. You've seen little peeps of him. I think in 5 years, he's only actually been on the channel in person 3 times, maybe 3 times, but he's here today as my special guest to kind of help us women. I don't need it anymore because I actually have him now, but to help us get ourselves prepared for the winter season. So if you'd like to hear my tips, then stay tuned now. Let's get started. Did you record?
Yes.
Well, I told you to record it because I get it right.
Yeah, you scared her.
Yeah, like I can't do that. I'm not gonna remember everything. You nervous?
No. Every time you say that, then I get nervous.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, okay, ready?
Okay.
Don't forget to smile. No, not that smile. Ooh, not that one. That ain't no. You like you having a heart attack. Ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay. So hello everyone, here is my special guest, my husband. We like to call him production over here. I call him honey, but we call him production over here. So I brought him on here today for the let's get ourselves ready for winter segment. And when I say ourselves ready, I mean home things that I didn't know, maybe a couple things I did know when I was single, but I want him to talk to us about things that he feel we need to do to get ready for the winter season, because on here we like to stay ready to keep from getting ready. We don't want to find ourselves in a situation that could have been avoided. So we're going to talk about some of the things that need to be done in preparation for cold weather or the cold weather season. So the first thing is, and your list is right there, honey.
All right, first thing is you want to have your car prepared. So you want some basic survival necessities in your car, because you never know when your car is going to die.
Okay, I'm sorry you lost. Okay.
That messed me all up. You do that so bad. Where was I?
You don't know where your car is going. Your car is going. You don't know where you go. Your cars go down. The battery is a little bit red. It's like, well, your car battery is going to.
Yeah, if your car battery gets cold and dies, or if you, for whatever reason, wintertime is not the time to realize that you don't have essential survival supplies in your vehicle. So we have a couple things here that are real basic, but they can really, really make a difference. So we're going to start with a power bank. And what that means is, back in the old days, we used to have jump starters. Remember the jumper cables that everybody had, all the old guys had them carrying around. But that requires a whole other vehicle. If you don't have access to a whole other vehicle, a little item like this is a lifesaver. This is a power pack, and it's also a jumper cable power pack. So you don't...
Go ahead. And I was going to say that we talked about this last year, and we're going to talk about it again next year, because we want to make certain you have everything you need if you find yourself or someone else. Because last year, the lady across the street, I had to jump her, I know twice, maybe 3 times. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, and then the lady we ran up against, we didn't ran up against her, but we tried to help her out.
On the side, that was on the side of the road.
And it wasn't
It wasn't her battery.
It wasn't her battery, but we tried with this, and if it was her battery, it would have helped her out a lot. But this has been incredibly helpful. If you keep it charged up, you're going to be ready to jump multiple cars if you have to. It also has a couple of different options. So I'm just removing these just so I can show you. You've got a USB power port there. So this is just a big battery, so you can actually use this to charge your phone in an emergency or whatever USB device that you have. Also, a couple other little fancy features is it has this flashlight on it that also doubles as a it has a few different modes, but it has a strobe feature on it, different brightnesses, and so that can be very, very useful for numerous things if you're out on the side of the road or somebody needs some extra spare light. This is, oh, hey, I need a seat. So highly recommended. This has been, it's not cheap. This one was, I think, around $200. There are cheaper options available on Amazon, but they're just get one. That's all you need is one that rates well on Amazon. You don't have to spend $200. Worth their weight in gold and can save. They can save your life actually. So highly recommend.
Yeah. So if you already have one, if you listened to me last year and you purchased one, this segment is to make certain you make sure it's charged. So if there's one in your car, bring it in the house, plug it up, charge it, make sure it's fully charged in preparation for the cold weather.
And it has all the charge. It comes with this handy little carry bag, and it's got all the charging stuff included in the carry bag for you can charge it from another car or plug it into your house wall.
All the accoutrements.
All right, second on the list is flashlights. So you need flashlights in your home and your car. So a little example, I got this pack. There was a 3-pack of flashlights made by Duracell. They're rechargeable. I got these at Costco for around $20. So you can find multiple packs of really affordable flashlights from Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, probably even Walmart. You can find it. Just get some, have them available, distribute them around your home, in your next to your door, next to your bedside table, and then have at least one or two in your vehicle because you don't know when you're going to need a flashlight. It can be very useful. Again, can be life-saving if you have no other means of signaling someone or getting someone's attention. Very, very, very simple, cheap, but effective.
Yeah. Also, my other recommendation with the flashlight is candles.
Yes.
Some candles and candles, and get something to make sure you either have some matches or make sure you have a lighter with the lighter fluid in it to light the candles as well. Because if you're stuck without power and there's been a lot of storms this season already or this year already. If you're stuck without power for any significant amount of time, length of time?
Yes.
Amount or length?
Period.
Okay. Period of time, then you don't want to have your flashlight on all day long. So a candle will come in handy. I have a candle addiction, so I have numerous candles around this house. Don't do that. Don't put me out like that. So we have plenty of candles, but I need to make certain that I have matches or lighters where the candles are. So we could go several days, 24 hours a day, and have a candle in multiple rooms lit.
And you can buy cheap, because a lot of the candles you have are not cheap.
No.
They're just fragrance and all that stuff. But for true emergencies, you can buy packs of long stick candles for very reasonable, probably on the internet, Amazon. We'll probably link some if we can find some. You can get them from Walmart. Any big box store is going to have just the cheap tall candles, and they last a long time, and they provide pretty good light.
Yeah, and the best candles are beeswax, not just the regular. Yeah, the ones with all the scent in them, unless you find some that are organic, are not that good for you. But I still buy them because I like them. But
trying to give me a brain tumor.
Honey, do not. Okay, what's next on the list?
Next on the list is one of the handiest little devices for your car. And this is
It doesn't look clean because it was in my car.
This lives in Mama's car, so she is going to be prepared. We've used these already once in traffic when we were trying to help that other lady with the other device. But what this is, these come come in a pack of 6, and they're little light signal pucks. So what that does is they have, I think it's 7 different light modes for signaling.
And it doesn't look bright right now, but it's really bright, especially at night when you sit them behind your car, so the other cars will see you if you're stranded on the side of the road.
Yeah, so you can set them on the road. They're very durable. You can run these over. They're super tough. They're rechargeable, and you charge them in the case. So the case, it doubles as the charger. So if you use them, go ahead and top them off, charge it up. And these lights are super visible at night especially. And on top of it, this is a little magnet on the back side, so you can actually magnetize these to your car to add visibility. So we know how important that is at night, especially on a busy road. If you're stranded on the side of a road, you want to be as visible as possible to catch people's attention so you don't get hit. So these are very, very handy. Again, multiple options on Amazon. Get one that you feel fits your budget, and you will not be sad about it, because when you need it, you need it. Yeah. You have to be visible on the road.
I'll link some. I didn't know about those until you bought them. So.
Yeah, they're really nice. We used to use road flares, so a lot of emergency kits used to have
like
road flares.
The trucks use it.
Yeah, and that's still a viable option. It really is. They're a pyrotechnic, so they do have a life and they burn very hot. So there's an element of danger to it. If you're not comfortable with that, then these are a really good option and highly recommended.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What else you need? Are you going to tell them what yesterday was, baby?
I was going to wait to the end. Go ahead.
All right, next, let's see. Yes.
That was my idea.
Why don't you go with that one?
Okay, so the next one is, and that came from me when I was a single woman for a long time. And I tried to remember to do this every year, and that is make certain that your gutters are cleaned. If you have a rotating schedule, I had a rotating schedule of cleaning my gutters, but it's very important that you clean your gutters prior to the winter, the cold season, because if it rains and you have a lot of leaves, right now it's fall and the leaves are falling, so you need to make sure you keep that cleaned out, not just so that it gets stopped up, but if it gets full and then it rains and then the rain freezes, it can put a lot of extra weight and pressure on the gutter, and the gutter will start to pull away from your home. Now, what I did not know when I was discussing this with hubby is that if it gets full and the rain freezes, then what else can happen?
What's going to happen is if there's snow and rain and it's really wet, your roof comes down right to where the gutter is, and what will happen is if there's standing water in there, it's going to leach up inside underneath the roofing and can damage your plywood underneath the roof, and then you can get mold and it'll cause problems later on down the road. So it's actually really important. It's a very, very good plan to keep those clean.
Okay, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Plus the weight, like that's huge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so the next thing
is a lawnmower, gas, and oil.
So my question to him was, what about because when I had my house and I was living alone, I always had a weed eater, because my yard was top tier, honey. I put the lines in the grass and everything. Anyway, so my question, because I never did this because I did not know. I would just, at the end of the summer, when the grass stopped growing as tall, I stopped mowing. I would just put my lawnmower in the garage, put my weed eater in the garage, and then take it out when spring came. But I asked you about it, and you said when it comes to the gas and stuff that goes in the weed eater and then the lawnmower, that I should have done what?
Top off your gas tank as full as you can get it, and make sure your oil is serviced to the proper level. Topping off the fuel tank on your mower and even your vehicle, keep it as full as possible through the cold weather, prevents condensation from building up, and water will get into your gas and can cause your car to stall, or your lawnmower, while stored over the winter, will get water in the fuel, and then it won't run right, and it can cause damage and prematurely reduce the life of your engine. Why are you the way that you
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, the next thing that you need to do right now is on the list, honey.
Oh, freaking. You never know when a cold snap is going to hit. And when a cold snap hits is not the time to be trying to figure out how to protect the pipes in your house or your hose bibs. So what you need to do is go get some hose bib covers. So we'll link some in the description down below. What?
What's a hose bib, sir?
What's a hose bib?
If you had said that to me, I would not have known what you were talking about.
Sorry. When we build houses, that's what we call it.
Okay.
I apologize. So it's the faucet on the outside of your home. So if you have a faucet in the front and the back, you want to get those little covers. There's numerous different types. There's some styrofoam ones that just kind of clamp on there, set over that. There's all kinds of different options. Get whatever fits your budget. They're all going to work, but they're really important to keep, especially if you're in a place that isn't designed to have a lot of cold weather.
Dallas,
Texas. If we get an ice storm, those pipes are going to freeze. So that's the easiest way to keep the pipes from getting damaged in your home.
Yeah, they're going to freeze because they didn't put them deep enough in the ground. Unlike in Montana, how deep did they put the pipes in the ground?
6 feet.
6 feet? Mm-hmm. So we were walking down the street. The houses are done now. They were under construction, some homes down the street, and they were literally less than a foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just
underground. Oh, he about had enough. He was like, "What is this?" The pipes. They dug the hole, and we could see the pipes just laying in the ground. It was like, I can't believe they're doing that.
Maybe that deep. Like it's just.
It was crazy.
Terrible.
But go ahead and get those now. I'll link those in the description box as well, because as soon as it starts getting cold and the weather, people start talking about there may be some hail or some snow or something, you cannot find them. You cannot, they sell out immediately. So go ahead and get yours now. Most of us have at least 2, what did you call them?
Hose bibs.
Hose bibs, water spigots outside the house. So go ahead and get you a couple right now. I would recommend you get 3, because if one comes off, because last year I pulled one of the strings and it broke. So I couldn't even use it. So I can't remember. Oh, I figured out a way. I rigged something up, honey. I had a string tied around it and stuck the string through the hole and then put the thing on there. And then I tied the string around a stick. You were gone.
I saw it. I took it apart and I was sitting there chuckling and shaking.
You were gone. I fixed it. I got it on there. I put that string around the stick and tied it in the knot so it wouldn't come off. But my recommendation, go ahead and get you 3, just in case something happens to one of them.
You will figure out a way.
I will. That's when you grow up with nothing. You gonna make a way out of nothing.
With what you got.
Every time. Okay.
All right.
Last thing for you.
Next one is check your tires. So the tire condition is very important. If you expect heavy rainfall, you don't know what to expect with the winter anymore. The weather's just not standard from what we are typically used to. So you need to be reasonably prepared for the weather changes. And with that, we have heavy rains, we may have some snow, we may have some ice storms. So if your tires are worn, that's going to be a considerable problem. So that really greatly increases your risk of an accident and controllability. So what you need to do is check your tire tread depth. If at all possible, when you buy new tires, buy all-weather tires. That is incredibly important. But to check. Why are you getting close to me? Now you messed me all up again. Where was I?
Buy all-weather tires if you can.
You just love messing with me, don't you? This woman.
You said buy all-weather tires. So if I never knew there was even a such thing. I just went and got my tires when it was time for me to get tires. So if I'm living, you said to me that if I were living in, again, like here or North Carolina where it's bound to ice or snow, if I don't have all-weather tires on my car, I need a whole different set of tires for the winter?
No. If you have all-weather tires, it's kind of like do-it-all tire. It's not great at winter, but it's better than not having winter tires or better than summer tires.
Okay.
If you live in the north where you will have snow, if you can practice and plan it into your budget, then you need to have 2 sets of tires. You need to have a wet set of winter tires They're built differently. They're made to go through the snow, and they're different compounds, so they stick to ice and slickness better, but they wear faster. And then you have a set of summer tires so that you're not prematurely wearing out your winter tires.
I had no clue there was even such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew that you needed an extra set of tires for the winter?
A lot of folks that live in the north, a lot of you ladies, if you're in the north, you probably heard that.
No, I've always been a southern girl. I'm a southern girl. Grits, fish.
And now I know what that is.
Grits with no sugar. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. We had a whole conversation the other day. We had breakfast. Lisa wanted to put sugar in her grits. I was like, that's a sin. Then everybody at the table was sugar in the grits, and me and Autumn stood on it. I think Autumn said she was from Mississippi. She's from the South too. Her family's from the South. Me and Autumn was at the table. We stood on that, no sugar in the grits. And you don't eat sugar in your grits either, because
you would probably.
Your wife doesn't push.
Yeah. I mean, I would try it just to see what would happen. You know, I like to live a little dangerous.
You ain't gonna put no sugar in your grits over here. Blink if you scared. You ain't scared. I think that is it for your segment, sir. I thank you very, very much. I appreciate you.
I will
Perhaps
send
I'll
the bill
have
in the mail. The invoice shall be coming presently.
the payment will be exactly what it's always been. Nothing. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you, honey. Oh.
What? Oh.
Yesterday was our anniversary. Mm-hmm. So we've been married 7 years, and it's been an amazing ride. You blessed me with 2 children that have touched my heart. I did not know that I could love, and I love children. I have lots of nieces and nephews and kids. I love kids. And I didn't know that I could love someone else as much as I loved Shadia until I had Gabe. Then I never imagined that it would happen again until you brought Evian on in my life. So I want to thank you, first of all, for that. I want to thank you for being my best friend. You are my best friend. You are my rock. I want to thank you for making me feel secure. I feel secure. I feel safe. I feel protected. I feel adored. I feel loved. I feel cherished. And I want to thank you for that. I want to just let you know that I am so happy that I get to spend my life with you. I'm so happy that you're gonna be the person that holds my hand during those moments that we all have to go through in life when we lose the ones that we love. I want to thank you for your unwavering support. And on my YouTube journey, you know, everybody knows if they've been watching that we started this together. But what they don't see behind the scenes is how much work you have poured into this channel, how much work you pour into me, how helpful you are, even though you taught me how to edit my videos and stuff. When you're home, when you're able, you take that responsibility on. You push me to be my best, to be a better person. You keep me from responding to the negative comments of the people.
Sometimes it takes some handcuffs.
You do that, and I thank you. I thank you. You keep me focused, honey. That's not who you are, and I fight you and say, yeah, it is. But you let me know that is not important. But I just want to thank you for just everything that you do for me. You have not only given me 2 beautiful children to love, you have loved and adored my daughter and my grandchildren. They love you. Shadia calls you her oak tree, and Gabe and Micah call you Grandpa Benny, and now they call you Grandsire at times. I just want to thank you for how much you have poured into them, how much you continue to pour into them, the rock that you are for those boys. You give them a perfect example of what a true man looks like. of what the responsibilities they will have as they grow to be men. And I want to thank you for that, because I love them and I can't give them that. So yes, they have fathers, but I also, grandparents are extremely important, and you just give them something that I feel that is so important to the men that they will eventually be. I feel honored and I feel confident that Owen and Gabe and Micah will make wonderful husbands, and in large part because of what you've put into them and what you've taught them to be. And I just want to thank you and let you know that this has been an amazing, not at all times easy.
No.
But when I said I love you, when I committed myself to you and I made a promise to you and I made a promise to God that I am here for the long run, I am here for the long run until death do us part. I meant every bit of that, and I love you.
I love you, baby.
Okay, lipstick on your lips.
I had a big old lipstick kiss on my forehead all day yesterday, and the grandkids were laughing at me. I said, Gabe, that is a badge of honor. So I'm sporting that proudly today. Baby, I just want to tell you, I'm going to keep it kind of succinct, but you are the embodiment of what a godly wife is. So all those things that the Bible talks about, what the virtues of a godly wife, you embody that. You are my peace. You are my support. Till death do us die. That's our motto. Mm-hmm. That's us. I know that you have my back with everything, and I don't always make the best decisions, but I try. And even when I fail, you have grace, and you give me that grace and that support that you have, the unwavering support and the push to do better and be better, is what every man craves. And I wish they all have what I have. I'm so blessed to have you.
I love you.
I love you, baby. Don't make me leak now.
That's my makeup. Thank you. Let me go get myself together. Talk about the rest of the video. Let me go get myself together. You made me cry. Okay, I'm done crying now. So my tips are all about the holidays and getting ready for the holidays and getting ready for the new year, because I don't want you to be stressed out for the holidays. And I know for most people it's a stressful time of the year, and for some people it's a sad time of the year. They've lost loved ones, they don't have a large family, and they're alone at times. But I really want everyone to be as calm, to have the least amount of stress as possible. So these are my recommendations. Firstly, go ahead and start your holiday planning. I know November just came in, I know, but we need to plan ahead. Go ahead and start sending out the text messages, get you a family group text message together, or make the phone call, get on the Zoom call. That's even better. Get you on a Zoom call with everybody that's gonna be involved in doing the family holidays. We're gonna start with Thanksgiving. Go ahead and pre-write down what you think everybody's responsibilities are, and just ask who wants to do this and who wants to do this. You just come up with a list of things that need to be done. Don't forget, someone needs to buy the takeaway plates or the styrofoam plates or whatever you want to use for takeaway, because the person that has the dinner at their house, whether it be Christmas or Thanksgiving, does not want all that food left over at their house. They just don't have space for it, and they don't want to waste it. So somebody needs to purchase a bunch of takeaway plates. And go ahead and make your list of responsibilities and ask who wants to do this. Or if you're the person in the house that likes to assign, or in the family that likes to assign responsibilities, go ahead and get that done, so you're not worried about or thinking about 2-3 days before Thanksgiving who's gonna cook this and who's gonna cook that, or where we're gonna have it at, that sort of thing. And then that also allows people who are traveling from out of town to go ahead and make arrangements as far as tickets are concerned, or make arrangements with spouses or girlfriends or boyfriends or what have you. So go ahead and get your Thanksgiving holiday plans together, so you'll know who's coming, who's not coming, and all that. One very important thing you need to make certain that you do, whether it's for Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner or lunch or whatever time you're going to have food, is Set a specific time that we're going to eat. We're eating at 4 o'clock and you need to eat at 4 o'clock. If Lisa or Mary or Kathy is not there at 4 o'clock, Lisa or Kathy or Mary will be late eating their food. Do not stop and say, okay, we're gonna wait until everybody gets here. Nope, everybody knew what time you were gonna eat. So have a very specific time so that everybody knows that we're gonna eat at this time. So there's no question about that. Also, if there are some updates, or say someone says, I thought I was gonna be able to cook this and I can't cook this, or I'm sick, I can't come, make certain that everybody has the updates. Go ahead and send it out on the text message. That's why I think everybody should do a family group text message or a family Zoom call. Get on the family Zoom call and say, so-and-so can't make it, or she can't do this, or he can't do this, they're gonna be late. Just make certain everybody knows if there's a change in plans, so that people are not getting upset, because we want good energy. We want good energy at the Christmas table. We want good energy at the Thanksgiving dinner. Let everybody know who's bringing who, because we don't play about who all coming. Who all coming and who and who all made this. If your mama does not make the good macaroni and cheese, your mama don't make the good macaroni and cheese. Please stop asking your mama to bring the macaroni and cheese. Ask Estelle, or ask Estelle to bring the string beans. If Lisa don't make good string beans, my Aunt Estelle make the best string beans and the best pound cake. So ask Estelle to make the string beans and the pound cake. Stop asking people who cannot cook to bring food. Ask them to bring the silverware, the napkins, the takeaway plates, the drinks, whatever. Stop asking them to bring food, because y'all know y'all not gonna eat it, and they done wasted their money buying all that cheese and all that milk and all that butter to make that macaroni and cheese, and the macaroni and cheese running and don't nobody want it. Stop doing that. Next thing, when it comes to Christmas, if you're gonna be purchasing gifts, go ahead and start making your list now. I start my list the day after Christmas. Okay, for everybody that I know for sure I'm purchasing gifts for, they get on it. I put them in my phone. There's a list. So throughout the year, if I see something, they say something, I think about something, I put it on the list. So I already have my list of things that I want for everyone to have. Now I will go ahead, and I did already send out a list to everybody in my family. This is the budget per person for gifts. Send me a list of 4 things that you would like, all 4 things in one list. And I need the list by so-and-so dates. If I don't have that list, you just gonna get what I want you to have. So I prefer to get gifts that I actually like. I love it when people ask me, what do you want? So I keep a list of things that I want too. So when somebody says, what would you like? Oh, hold on. I already have a list of things that I would love to have. I have the list, and I have it categorized by price. So if I know Evie works at the Starbucks. Evie ain't got $700 to be buying me something. I have a list. Okay, I might have a $25 gift on there, a $50 gift on there, depending on what her budget is. So I have a whole list of stuff that I like, that I would love to have as a Christmas gift. It's gonna make her happy. It's gonna make it easier for her. It's gonna make me happy. It's gonna make it easier for me. But I like everything. If you get me a gift, the fact that you thought about me is going to make me very, very happy. Let's see. Okay, what else? Oh, and this is a recommendation. So if you have a family, everybody does not have a lot of money. You don't have money to be buying 7, 8 gifts. My recommendation is that you do, as a family, you do a Secret Santa, which I think is really nice. And you come up with the budget for the Secret Santa. Everybody, this is tight this year. It's tight. All I have is maybe $100. I might have $200 to get gifts for everybody. So do a Secret Santa and have the budget be $150 to $200 for a gift or several gifts, but it needs to be within that what is it? It needs to be within that.
Within the constraints of that budget. What?
Again, set the budget at $150 to $200, and the gifts, all 4, or if you're going to do 1 gift or 2 gifts or 3 gifts, it doesn't matter. But the combined total needs to be within the constraints of that $150 to $200. And I think that's a great idea. Everybody still gets a gift, and people aren't stressed about it, and it just makes for a really nice time. And it's all about family and getting together anyway. So once you open the gifts, and you can sit there and enjoy yourself, eat some good food and cackle, and also, oh, that's the mailman. Maya barking at the mailman. Also, if you have someone, you're having family over at your home. I know that we're having family at our house. Hopefully everybody will be here this year. And I've asked my daughter, do you know someone that doesn't have somewhere to go for Christmas? And if you have someone that doesn't have family that you know they're going to be alone for the holidays, invite them to your house. So I asked her, I don't know personally know anyone, but I did tell her if you have friends or family that didn't have anyone, they're welcome to come over to our house for Christmas. It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a lot of food. There's going to be games. There's one game I can't.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait for this game to be played. I've been told I can't be the one with the Nerf gun. I don't understand why I can't be the one to shoot people with the Nerf gun, but anyway, I can't. My husband said I can't do it. But just invite people over to your home if you know they don't have somewhere to go where they're going to be alone. Now, if they want to be alone, that's a whole different story. But if they're going to be alone and you figure they maybe not want to be alone, invite them over to your house. And also, last tip, always have an extra gift in the cut. It doesn't have to be very expensive, but it needs to be something a man or a woman wants. It could be like a nice bottle of wine. It could be some nice candles. I would say some gloves. What do I normally have? I normally have a male and female extra gifts. I usually have a male bag with some nice socks, or maybe a candle that smells like a man. Maybe some small cologne samples that are all male colognes, or maybe a pack of t-shirts. And for a female, you can have lotion, candles, all kinds of stuff for girls, gloves and mascara, lip gloss. Also, it's easier for women than it is for men. But if you trying to figure out what would I get like a gift for men, I would do some really nice socks, like not just regular plain dress socks, like some funky dress socks. I think men would like that. And maybe a nice pair of medium, you are safe with a pair of medium gloves or something. What would you recommend, honey?
I would say large gloves.
Excuse me. Large gloves. What would you as a man like as a...
Any kind of leather anything is good. So that's a leather trinket, a belt, handmade, anything like that.
Wait a minute now. No, this is for somebody that's coming over. You don't know they're coming.
You can have coasters, right? So
okay.
You can have their whiskey in, or whiskey rocks, maybe. Those are cool.
They are
Anybody
cool.
would love that.
A nice a couple whiskey glasses and some whiskey rocks. That's a great idea. I'm gonna go ahead and get that for her in case I have.
It's nice.
Yeah, you can get that probably under $30 or under. Okay, I'll do it. That's it. Y'all heard my husband. Okay, that's it. Oh, and go ahead and get your 2025 planners. I'm a planner. I got one. It's not really what I wanted. I got it from Amazon. Shouldn't have done that. I think I'm gonna have to go to the Office Depot store and get one. But I like they be hard, and I like to have a sleeve to put receipts and stuff in. Go ahead and get your planner. And if you're like me and you want you a big, it's called the Big ASS. I don't know why they just changed. They should just call it the gigantic calendar that's on my wall that you can see the entire year there, all the months. If you are a stickler for scheduling and you have a lot going on, it is the best thing I have ever had as far as planning and scheduling and staying organized. I love it. So I have a desk, something I can put in my purse, and I also have that giant one on the wall. That's it. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money you come across, more problems you see. See my shirt? Let me know when you're ready. Well, that's it, family. I really hope you enjoyed the video. You have to excuse my crying. All the items that my husband discussed, if I can still find them, I will leave them in the description box, and I'll also pin them in the very first pinned comment. Let me know if there's anything that I missed as far as winterizing your home or things you need to get ready for winter for your car or for your family. Anything that you think that I need to know and that others need to know, please let me know in the comment section. Now, thank you so much for joining me. Come on, say bye, honey. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I want you to have the most amazing day. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm really white compared to you. What? Look how bright I am.
You are, honey.
Right there.
I'm from the continent. You're from way up in my
Northland.
Yeah, I'm not. It's cold up there. I can't take that cold. It's cold. I like the heat. I love you too.